Hi everyone, my name is Maxim Nasatov. I'm a game developer with more than 10 years of experience, and also I'm Unreal Engine Authorized Instructor. And today we're going through the small tutorial which allows us to extend the Unreal Engine editor actor details panel. At the end of this tutorial, we will have your own plugin that will register your actor class and extend its details panel functionality. By the end, you will have an actor which will double click, and you have here a simple button which you can click, and it will output some message to the log. To do this, you need some basic knowledge how the plugins working, what are the modules inside of Unreal Engine are, and how the slate is working inside of Unreal Engine. So yeah, for start, we need to create a simple blank Unreal Engine project and create the plugin inside of it, the blank one. For this reason, you can start with the Unreal Engine launcher, click to Unreal Editor, and with the project browser, you can create a games blank project. For saving the time, I already create a simple project, and inside of it, we will create a blank plugin. Here you just need to remember that you need to choose the top C++. You can uncheck all the checks here and create your project whatever you want. So, okay. I already created a project. Let's start it. Yeah. Let's make a double click on it, and it will launch it. Okay, here we have a simple scene which is created by default in Unreal. By clicking edit button, plugins, you're clicking here an add button and choose a blank one. Let's name our plugin like extending editor. Let's say it's like extending actor details. Author, of course, you can choose your whatever you want. Create plugin, and let's wait for a couple of minutes. Depends on your, of course, on your hardware, but actually it can take a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds. The Unreal Engine will create and open the Visual Studio, or if you're using Rider, and I'm using Rider, it will add to your project an extra functionality. So, but I will close up this for now. I will. It's already open our project extended enter. We'll also close it. Let's find out it's inside of your folder. Here I will regenerate everything that we have here for safety, because sometimes Unreal don't like things, and I will open it. So when we create the plugin, it will create an additional folder that calls plugins with some hierarchy where we see our plugin and some basic files. There's two basic files, the CPP and header file that with also an uplugin descriptor file that tells Unreal that we have a plugin here. So, okay, double click on the solution, and okay, if you're using Rider, it will open you a new window. If you're using Visual Studio, it will open you another window, but it's similarly the same. For now, we need to wait a couple of seconds. Yeah, it will be loading the project, and we can start from here. Okay, Here we can open the plugins folder for our project and go to our new created plugin, the blank one. Go to the source and build CS file. So what we have here an additional modules. Yes, Slate core, and we need to add 2 more modules. Yes, and regenerate our project to add an additional header files. For this tutorial, we need to an additional property editor, and also we need an Unreal Editor module for additional classes. Actually, we can use only property editor, but for a future tutorial, we will use 2 of this. Okay, then if you're using again the Rider, you're clicking here and choose your project. For our reasons, we can click extending here once more. You can generate project files to add an additional headers. Okay, so it will now reload our solution and add an extra files. So okay, here we have 2 files here with a startup module and extra details. So what we need to do and from where we will start. First of all, I would like that we need to create our own actor 2 classes. The first one is to create an actor class, and the second we need to create a special structure that will be implementing the iDetail customization interface and adding an extra functionality to it. Also, we need to register it. So let's start from the beginning. Let's use the Unreal Engine wizard tool to add. This is our test case. Let's start our project and the editor. Also, it depends on your machine and hardware. It will take some time to load. So let's go through the wizard. New C++ class. We can use actor. Again, actor. Here we can choose our plugin. For extended. Here and call it, for example, it's not like own actor details, something like engine, let's say. Extra details actor, extra details actor. Let's say create. It will add and open the Visual Studio, for example, if it's like by default in your PC. For me, I like more the Rider. So I will open Rider, and here in Rider we'll see our own actor, and that's okay. And let's the another part we need to prepare is to add an additional C++ class, just an empty one. The same, we will add it to plugins, yeah, and let like call it extra customization details. Okay, so it's added, it's prepared. Let's close the studio and open the Rider. So the next part is to go to our extra customization details. We see that it's create a class. It's okay for us, but let's say we will a little bit rename it. We will say if it's f extra customization details and do some interesting things. First of all, we see how we have here a core minimal, and let's say we will add additional includes here. It's like I detail customization dot h dot h I detail okay include yes I and the other thing that we want to add is like our some input that we're working with reply.h. The next part we want to say that we have a static we will have a static function that we will create as a shared ref instance. For these reasons, we will create a static t-shirt ref I detail customization, and we will call it make instance. Plus we will create an additional simple method that will override the iDetail customization functionality. So and here also we'll add a simple reply button. Okay, so what we need to do next is to generate a definition. Can I delete this one? Also, we'll generate definition here. Also return reply handle. This is needed for our button that we will use for Slate. So we will use a simple message log. Now we click. Yeah, something like that. Then when we have an instance method here, because it's static, we need some extra functionality. So what we'll do here, we need to return shared ref, and we'll do like make shareable, and here new f and extra customization details, something like that. Okay. So then for adding extra functionality to our customization details, we need to use the category builder, where we'll, using a category builder, we'll add an extra I would say extra class, an extra category inside the inside our details panel. For these reasons, we need to use a category. So what we will do is like using idetail builder, category builder. Use it like a reference. And here we using detail builder and edit category. And let's say we'll call it our my own category. So then what we need to do is create a simple text for our button. For these reasons, we can use app text, dummy button, and for example, log texts. Dummy button. For example, we're using here, and we need to define a log text for locals dash logs text space. So next thing that we need to do to add to our engine category some interesting things. So here a magic of Slate. If you're familiar with Slate, it's okay. If not, we'll add extra row to our customization details. Add custom row. Let's call it dummy button. We'll use false, and next name content. Here as no widget. Value content, we align, center, for example, tooltip text, tooltip text, log. a little bit wrong. And here we go. And here we need to add like a link to our click reply, that we create. So we have extra customization details, click button. So we link them. And for example, the content will be as new text block, text and name button. So close brackets, yes. Close brackets, yes. So yeah, so what we did here, we use the detail builder and add extra category here. We create our variable on the log text with namespace, and we add a custom row using the slate with no widget inside of it, with the value content of, and create a new slate button. So that's pretty it. So it will create as a simple button here and edit our own category. Then the next thing that we need to do is to register our actor class, and link it with our detail customization. So what this means that for this specially actor, we will open and customize the details panel. So for these reasons, we create our extra details actor, and we create our details interface and implement it. So that's why in dynamic it will create a button there. So when we would like to link these things, for these tutorial reasons, we will do this inside of the startup module. So we'll go into the startup module here. And here, the thing that we need here is to include the property editor model, our engine module, include, and the editor, this extra customization detail header and extra details sector we need to include here. So we'll start with extra details actor. We include here our extra customization details, and we include here property editor. So the last two lines that will give us some things. Yeah. And create all the magic is we need to first of all get the link to our property module and register the custom layout for our class. So for these reasons we need to use fproperty editor, fproperty editor module. We get the link and we'll use fmodule manager to get the module or wall them. So we get the link to it, and the last thing is like prop module, register class, custom class layout, where we'll use our extending nectar details. So it's like a extending extra details actor, static class, and for example get f name. We need then we need extra customization details. It's like f extra customization details, and we need to create static. Yeah, we didn't implement one function that we need to do. Second, we need to use f on get detail customization instance, create static, and we need to make an instance there. So that's all. F extra customization detail, make instance, and that's all. So that's basically it. We create our own plugin with the ability to extend the layout. So let's start. Let's check it out. What we have here. We have an exception here. What this exception is about. Okay, let's start again. Yeah, I miss click here, mismatch. Yeah, so it was not be able to load the module with a different name, because there is a unique name for modules in Unreal Engine. So for these reasons, it was not able to find out that there is an editor, property editor module. So this was an exception. Here was a null. Okay. So now it's running, and let's check. For testing our extended layout, let's go to our plugins, extended details, public our actor, and create a blueprint base class. My extra, create extra blueprint class, and compile, save. Okay. Let's open it up. Oh no, misclick. Nothing interesting. Oh my god, second. We have here our blueprint class. We're open a full editor, and here we have my own category that we create, and we add the dummy button, and if we click it, we get the output log. We click ha ha ha. So that's basically it. For future tutorials, we will extend it and, let's say, populate our editor with some extra functionality, like for example how we add here a cube, how it's created here, or for example how they created a new, I don't know, a new something like a box component, and we will try to do the same and recompile in dynamic. So thanks for watching, keep coding, bye bye.